the Vajra Chedika, or diamond cutter. Adoration to the blessed Arya Prajnaparamita, perfection of wisdom. Thus it was heard by me. At one time, Bhagavat, the blessed Buddha, dwelt in Shravasti, in the grove of Jeta, in the garden of Anathapindika, together with a large company of bhikshus, or mendicants, 1,250 bhikshus, with many noble-minded bodhisattvas. Then Bhagavat, having in the forenoon put on his undergarment, and, having taken his bowl and cloak, entered the great city of Shravasti to collect alms. Then Bhagavat, after he had gone to the great city of Shravasti to collect alms, performed the act of eating. And having returned from his round in the afternoon, he put away his bowl and cloak, washed his feet, and sat down on the seat intended for him, crossing his legs, holding his body upright, and turning his reflection upon himself. Then many bhikshus approached to where Bhagavat was, saluted his feet with their heads, turned 3 times round to the right, and sat down on one side. At that time the Venerable Subhuti came to that assembly and sat down. Then, rising from his seat, and putting his robe over one shoulder, kneeling on the earth with his right knee, he stretched out his folded hands toward Bhagavat and said to him, "It is wonderful, O Bhagavat! It is exceedingly wonderful, O Sugata, how much the noble-minded bodhisattvas have been favored with the highest favor by the Tathagata, the holy and fully enlightened. It is wonderful how much the noble-minded bodhisattvas have been instructed with the highest instruction by the Tathagata, the holy and fully enlightened. How, then, O Bhagavat, should the son or the daughter of a good family, after having entered on the path of the bodhisattvas, behave? How should he or she advance? And how should he or she restrain his thoughts?" After the Venerable Subhuti had thus spoken, Bhagavat said to him, well said, Subhuti. So it is, Subhuti. So it is, as you say. The noble-minded bodhisattvas have been favored with the highest favor by the Tathagata. The noble-minded bodhisattvas have been instructed with the highest instruction by the Tathagata. Therefore, O Subhuti, listen and take it to heart, well and rightly. I shall tell you how anyone who has entered on the path of bodhisattvas should behave, how he or she should advance, and how he or she should restrain his thoughts. Then the Venerable Subhuti answered the Bhagavat and said, "So be it, O Bhagavat." Then the Bhagavat thus spoke to him, "Anyone, O Subhuti, who has entered here on the path of the bodhisattvas must thus frame his thought. As many beings as there are in this world of beings, comprehended under the term of beings either born of eggs, or from the womb, or from moisture, or miraculously, with form or without form, with name or without name, or neither with nor without name, as far as any known world of beings is known, all these must be delivered by me in the perfect world of nirvana. And yet, after I have thus delivered immeasurable beings, not one single being has been delivered. And why? If, O Subhuti, a bodhisattva had any idea of or belief in a being, he could not be called a bodhisattva, or one who was fit to become a Buddha. And why? Because, O Subhuti, no one is to be called a bodhisattva for whom there should exist the idea of a being, the idea of a living being, or the idea of a person. And again, O Subhuti, a gift should not be given by a bodhisattva while he believes in objects. A gift should not be given by him while he believes in anything. A gift should not be given by him while he believes in form. A gift should not be given by him while he believes in the special qualities of sound, smell, taste, and touch. For thus, O Subhuti, should a gift be given by a noble-minded bodhisattva, that he or she should not believe even the idea of cause. And why? Because that bodhisattva, O Subhuti, who gives a gift without believing in anything, The measure of his stock of merit is not easy to learn. What do you think, O Subhuti? Is it easy to learn the measure of space in the eastern quarter? Subhuti said, Not indeed, O Bhagavat. Bhagavat said, In like manner is it easy to learn the measure of space in the southern, western, northern quarters, below and above, that is nadir and zenith, in quarters and subquarters, in the 10 quarters all around? Subhuti said, Not indeed, O Bhagavat. Bhagavat said, In the same manner, O Subhuti, the measure of the stock of merit of a bodhisattva who gives a gift without believing in anything is not easy to learn. And thus, indeed, O Subhuti, should one who has entered on the path of bodhisattvas give a gift, that he or she should not believe even in the idea of cause. Now what do you think, Subhuti? Should a Tathagata be seen or known by the possession of signs? Subhuti said, Not indeed, O Bhagavat. A Tathagata is not to be seen or known by the possession of signs. And why? Because what has been preached by the Tathagata as the possession of signs, that is indeed the possession of no signs. After this, the Bhagavat spoke thus to the Venerable Subhuti. Wherever there is, O Subhuti, the possession of signs, there is falsehood. Wherever there is no possession of signs, there is no falsehood. Hence the Tathagata is to be seen or known from no signs as signs.